Thank you, Wendy. And thank you to all of you for choosing to participate in today's webinar. Participate being the operative word. I do plan to have a few interactive questions for today during today's webinar, and I'd like you to participate in those. So last year, thousands of managers found themselves thrust abruptly into the world of remote management. And not all of them were well prepared for that role. We've now had about a year under our belts with managing remote teams, but some managers are still struggling with engagement, loss of connection with their employees, and just maintaining morale. So my goals for today's webinar is to sort of bring focus to the critical role that you as managers play in the motivation and engagement of your remote teams. And I plan to provide you with both information and ideas to help you be successful. In 2020, the world embarked on what is undoubtedly the largest work from home experiment in history. Before the pandemic, working from home was often a choice or a privilege for a select few people, where now quite a large number of people are working from home. And COVID-19 totally revolutionized the workplace. It was the first time that organizations experienced large-scale remote work as well, and many of them were ill-prepared to deal with that. So the most important priority for businesses in the early days of the pandemic was keeping the lights on, making sure that business could continue as usual, and that all the systems were in place that were necessary for that. Little attention at that time was paid toward employees and how well they were faring, how they were going to continue to be productive and feel connected to their teams and the company. I think that is changing a bit, but it's certainly an area that we need to focus on. It's really important to also to make sure that employees have the support they need to kind of manage the emotional roller coaster that we've all been on in the past year. Sorry, I'm trying to advance my slide. There we go. So remote work certainly has its benefits. Short commute. All I had to do today was walk upstairs, which is very nice. But it also has its drawbacks. One of those being a lack of connection and a decreased sense of belonging that can make employees feel isolated and sort of disconnected from their teams and the rest of the company. Because employees are remote, they no longer have the spontaneous opportunities for conversations at the office, and they miss the camaraderie that comes along with that. In addition, remote work isn't just a different way to work, it's a different way to live. And a lot of remote workers struggle with work-life balance and being able to sort of distinguish between work and their personal time, because now their office is located right in their home. And sometimes people don't have a lot of physical space in between those two areas to kind of allow them to shut down and turn off. This can cause fatigue and stress, which affects both mental and physical health. During this past year, it was also very difficult for folks to avoid distractions at home because of children and spouses who were also in the house managing. Maybe they had to manage schoolwork and logging into school sites for their children. This has been, really, really a challenging year for everyone. And it required employees to be very deliberate in setting boundaries with their family members and sort of establishing the confines within they were going to work. They also needed to establish some kind of schedule for themselves and what made up their workday. It's critical that managers find ways to keep their employees thriving and on a path to personal and professional success in these times. Communication, support, trust, and recognition must be high priorities to increase engagement and morale. I've already mentioned the word engagement a couple of times, but what is it and why does it matter? There are a number of definitions of engagement. If you Google it, that you will find, but they all agree that what it is a commitment that a person feels to the organization and their willingness to invest discretionary effort and go above and beyond in order to accomplish the goals of the organization. This kind of engagement requires employees to have an emotional attachment with their job, their team, and their company. And to you, their manager. So this is a critical place for you. Employees need to feel connected, and you need to help to build that personal connection with them. Repeated studies over the last 10 years have shown direct correlations between highly engaged associates and successful organizations. In addition, engagement also correlates to retention, individual performance, team performance, and level of customer service as well. Sorry for the delay here. I'm having some trouble. There we go. So back in 2017, Facebook decided they wanted to try to understand the drivers behind engagement. And they looked at hundreds of thousands of responses to employee engagement surveys, sort of searching to see if they could find some common threads. And they did. So these are what they call the 3 C's of employee engagement: career, community, and cause. And they make up the what they call the psychological.
Hi there, hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Maludis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN2EARN, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.